Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha with Ice Cream Fitness here. Today I just wanted to briefly address a point I made in my Q&As on Monday because I got questions down in the comments on that. But hold on, let me give you guys a bicep shot first. Alright, I made a statement just as an off statement in the question about the pussy pad for squats about leg extensions. And I'm really surprised that more people don't know this because most strength and conditioning coaches and other people that I know actually discuss this, and you'll find a lot of athletic gyms refuse to have a leg extension machine in them. And I have covered this in the past, but let me just touch upon it again. There's a few problems here. First of all, you should not ever, unless you're a serious competitive bodybuilder and you just need that last striation in the quads for a bodybuilding show, there's no need for you to be isolating the quads. The quads are an insanely easy muscle to develop. If your quads are lagging, go do 10 sets of front squats once a week and I promise that problem will disappear very, very quickly. Number two, most people are very, very quad dominant, and it just has to do with a flaw in our anatomic structure from us being upright. But most people are excessively quad dominant naturally. Particularly, it's even worse for people who have desk jobs to where their knees are bent or they're students and things like that. And most of us grow up as students, and not everyone's an athlete growing up. So we tend to have retracted hamstrings anyways on top of it due to our lifestyle. And quad dominance is how people get hurt doing day-to-day activities. It's how they get hurt doing sports. It's why you see a lot of runners and cyclists and other people pull hamstrings. It's because their quads are too strong versus their hamstrings. And it's the same with a lot of lifters. A lot of you guys, when I watch your squat form videos, you guys can't squat because you have no hamstring strength. You're quad dominant and therefore you have piss poor squats. And so it really is a problem. And the fact that most people are quad dominant, why would you, on two opposing muscle groups, if you know that 95% of the population has a strength imbalance, including the training population, why in the hell would you ever isolate the strong side? And this is actually, over time, this is one of the reasons people's knee joints and things wear out, is because when you have two opposing muscle groups on a joint, particularly a high-use joint like the knee, what happens is that you put uneven stress on the joint because one side pulls harder than the other. And over time, it wears the joint down. It causes stress on the joint. So if you're going to isolate anything, it needs to be the hamstring. I would rather you guys do leg curls than do leg extensions. So this is a long-term issue. Now in the shorter term, the thing to consider is that out of all of the possible lower body lifts you can look at biomechanically, the leg extension puts the most shearing stress on the knee joint. Now compressive stress, if done correctly, can actually strengthen joints over time through lifting, but shearing stress like that never has a benefit to you. And while a lot of people might maintain healthy knees while putting shearing stress on that joint, it does put unneeded stress and wear and tear on it. And if you want to find a lift that's going to contribute the most to knee injuries directly, the leg extension is the king, as no other lift out there puts as much stress on the knee joint. So I get a lot of people who go, well, I get knee pain from squatting, and you look at their squatting and either their squatting is wrong or it's the fact that they actually are doing the leg extensions in there, and that's what's causing them knee pain, and they're thinking it's the squats. When a squat done correctly should not cause you knee problems for a healthy knee joint that's not already damaged. So there you have it. One, it's an issue of muscle imbalances on top of the fact that it puts more shearing stress on the knee joint than any other movement. So in my opinion, and in the opinion of many strength and conditioning coaches and experts, the leg extension is a dangerous lift. And I would say it is probably, for your knee joint, the most dangerous lift ever invented. And therefore, there's no need for you to do it if you do not have a need for it. If you're just trying to get huge quads, there are tons of other compound movements out there that will develop your quads to the point to where they're your dominant body part without you having to actually isolate it in that way. So there's also no real need for 99% of the training public to do this lift. And again, I'm not speaking for top-ranked competitive bodybuilders. You guys do what you have to do to win your shows. But for everybody else, there just really isn't the need for this lift, particularly when it's problematic in the long term. Alright guys, so that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it has been informative, and I will talk to you next time.